Morning. Welcome to the Granny Fit 100-Day Challenge. I thought today I'd start out with showing you how I do the egg thing for my face. It's pretty brief, pretty easy. I have one egg left, I think. And so I have that little Cuisinart thing I told you about. So what I do is I separate the egg from the yolk, and I have this handy little whiskey thing that comes with my Cuisinart. It has a couple of attachments. There we go. And I'm going to whisk that up. And I have a little bit of olive oil in this little container here. Doesn't take much. If you have dry skin, you use this olive oil. I don't know how much I'm putting in here because it's kind of like a shot. There, maybe half a spoon, I'm not sure. And whisk it again. I'm going to pour some in with the eggs here because I'm going to cook the egg later. I don't want to waste it all. But can you see here how it's coming out like a meringue? And there's enough left in the bottom of this after I get enough for my omelette out to do my face. I've already washed my face once, and so with the rest, it's kind of gooey. I just go ahead and put that on my face. This is my egg on my face treatment. I cover my face. And it's really important to me to do it under my chin because that's where my skin's starting to sag the most. And besides this making my face softer in the last couple of days, I've noticed, it's making this is day, I think, 5 of me doing this egg thing there. And I'm going to leave it on for 10 minutes while I do my treatment. Let's dump the water in first. Put about a half cup of water in, so it's not so thick. And then I'm going to make this a half a cup of blueberries today because I always leave what's left over for my husband when he gets home from work, so he doesn't have time in the morning to make a smoothie. The jar of the grape juice that we made last summer, and that was grapes from Niagara Peninsula. We found a really nice place near George Station. The farm was actually for sale, sadly, so we might not have that luxury next year. But amazing sweet grapes, the nicest grapes we've ever had. And this is my papaya that I bought on sale. And I didn't grab a spoon either, so it's kind of my fingers in it today. And I put about the equivalent of a third of a ripe papaya, well, an average size papaya. I think I actually got papaya, so I had so much. And normally I use a spoon, but I didn't equip myself well for the video today. Just going to dump some of this peach juice out. Now the peach juice is, I do a sugar water thing with the peaches and the pears and the papaya, and I try to cut my sugar down. The recipe calls for quite a large quantity when you're canning. And I try to cut it down. Some things I can in apple juice and honey. Okay, there's my mix. And I'm just going to change the head on my Cuisinart here. Snap off, snap on again. It's really important when you're trying to get fit to have 7 fruit or vegetables a day. And that's that part of my morning ritual. Now I'll set this aside and I'll have it after I do my workout. I've got the egg on my face and it's starting to distort my face because it's drying it out. And this is my warm lemon. It's a lemon and ginger drink. And it's really good when you first get up in the morning, half an hour before you eat anything else, to have warm, not boiling, because you lose the essence of your ginger and your lemon if you boil it too much. A warm lemon and ginger, or just even lemon drink, to get your liver and your kidneys kind of detoxed in the morning. Sauteing my onion and my peppers. I like them slightly sauteed. I don't like them too raw in my egg. There we go. And now I'm adding that egg. It's just the one egg and the egg white that I used in my face. And I mixed it back with the yolk. Now spread it out over the vegetables a bit here better. And just let that cook up a bit. It's not really an omelette, but it's kind of like an omelette. But you can add any spice you want to your egg in the morning. And even salsa is really nice. And if you have pepper cheese, which I have, I like feta cheese in an omelet. You don't need it. Most days I don't use it, but I do have some, and I'll just grab some of that. And it's the goat's feta, not the cow milk feta. The goat milk doesn't seem to bother my lactose intolerance as much as cow milk. The goat feta is much softer than the cow feta. I'm going to put some feta in there. I don't need a lot. Just enough to add some more calcium to my diet. And once again, I forgot to grab my cloth. We did the wake up and the wash up and the egg on the face. Prepared my smoothie, my morning fruit smoothie, and prepared my omelet. Have my warm lemon drink. Back to the workout. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. That's those ones that my husband likes me to do. And now I get my biking legs back on. 3, 4, nice drive in the country to a place where we used to live called Williamsford. My daughter Lorna and her husband Doug knew of a place called The Mill that opened a kind of a tea room restaurant and bookstore. Biggest bookstore I've been in. I think they have as many books as chapters in there. I haven't been counting, so I'll go to my cardio's humming. Let's say I'm at 30. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 47, 48, 49, 50. We picked up a large print Bible there, King James Version, and an old reader that's as old as my husband, I think. Anyways, he was really into reading about native adventures when he was a kid. And he had these books that he read as a child. And he's been wanting to find copies, hoping his grandsons would want to read them. And so one was called The Trail of the Ragged Fox, and I can't remember the one we picked up yesterday, but they're about adventures of native children and some of the things they do to survive, some native techniques, philosophies, and religion maybe, a little bit of their history. So he's been looking for it, and they actually have a copy. And the other book we picked up was written by a pastor, and I'll have to let you know later, who died. He was actually declared clinically dead for, I think it was 90 minutes. It's large print, the book, which is nice for me. Anyways, it's all about what he experienced. Apparently he's been on TV and talk shows, and you may have heard of him. And he wrote a book on his experience of heaven. So I thought, well, you know what? That sounds like an interesting read. So I picked that up too. And then they make the best, absolute best cream of broccoli soup. It was amazing. So it was cooking and it was supper time. The lady stayed open for us a little later than she normally would. She was supposed to be closed at 4. We didn't get there until after 5. And she was doing inventory, so she stayed and gave us put on a pot of coffee for us to have a coffee. It had just made fresh carrot cake, and she made it the way we like it, the tropical carrot cake with the coconut, that pineapple in it. And we didn't have that. Everyone had that. They said it was fabulous. And then, because it was supper time, the broccoli soup. She has an amazing menu. So if you're ever driving south of Owen Sound or going north to Owen Sound up Highway 6, you have to stop in at Weaver's. Check out that little bookstore. It's the Mill. It's called the Mill. It used to be a restaurant. But anyways, across the road, if the Mill's closed, they have what they call a pie factory. And so we used to live in Winsford, and they didn't have all this interesting stuff there when we were there. But we moved, and all these interesting things came in. And we drove by our old place. It was a gorgeous day. We drove all around the country, almost to Markville. We like to go on a Sunday drive. My father used to do that when we were kids. So we started that with, I think we need to get farther away. Kick, up, and kick. Knee up, and kick. Knee up, and kick. Knee up, and kick. Knee up, and kick. 7, 8, 9, 10. My husband was surprised at how you feel that in a 5. So I'm just doing a little workout here. So I'll do. He was pretty good at that ball thing. He didn't need the support like I did. Okay, knee up, kick. 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 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I find by the time I get to 10, I have a little harder time pulling it out to do the kick, so I know it's working. So you have to just trust that I'm going down here. Down, 1, up. Down 2, and up. Down 3, and up. This one. Down 4, and up. 5. Washed off my face, and I did my workout. And then I put the dogs outside and came back here and finished my omelet before I decided to start my daily devotion. And I'm drinking the smoothie that I prepared earlier, put aside Eric's for in the fridge. And I found a psalm today that I thought of very, very appropriate for me, because the news this week with soaring costs of fuel and energy costs and taxes going up. Apparently they're raising our taxes. And the pastor preached on tithing yesterday and asked us to increase our tithing because the fellowship's a bit behind. And so I sometimes, first reaction is to say, oh no, where's it coming from? And then Abba Father speaks to me through the Word, and from Psalms 43 he spoke to me, and calm my worried soul. Says, judge me, O God, and plead my case against an ungodly nation. Deliver me from the deceit and unjust man, for thou art the God of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Thy light and thy truth, let them lead me. Let them bring me into thy holy hill and to thy tabernacle. Then will I go into the altar of God, unto God my exceeding joy. Yea, unto the harp will I praise thee, O God, my God. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. So God loves me, because every time I have one of those kinds of days where I think, oh no, he gives me his word, and it reminds me my hope is in him. And so this was day 14 of Granny Fit. And so my words to you are, get fit and stay fit until the next